Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tia Mariati. I am from Kunting Class G. My student ID 1810426467. Sitting here, I am invited by lecturer to answer his question given. The question consists of three parts, namely, question on part A deals with the daily activities in the classroom. Question on part B deals with the accounting theory. Question on part C deals with accounting article and accounting video. Please watch my video and listen to my answer, and please subscribe and like my video. Well, my dear audience, let me begin now. I start to answer the question on part A. The first question: do you always attend the lecture of English for accounting? If yes, how often do you attend the lecture of accounting? And why must you attend the lecture? And what benefit have you got from attending the lecture of English for accounting? Not always. Sometimes we also find it's difficult to learn English accounting because there are some material that we don't understand. Because we don't want to miss material and lose if we don't take the course because we already failed. The benefit of being able to understand in English learning accounting and what we don't know we can, and we are also more diligent in doing assignment because in this course we are taught to learn in good English, even though sometimes we are little stop delivery. I proceed to the question number 2. Do you do your structure assignment given? If yes, how many voice record have you done? Mention the title and explain the sort. Yes, 735 voice record. 1. What is accounting? Accounting is a system meant for measuring business activities, processing of information, info reports, and making the finding available to discount market. 2. Explain the accounting cycle. The accounting cycle is collective process of identifying, analyzing, and recording the accounting event of a company. 3. Why is accounting so important? Because accounting can be used to facilitate us auditing and counting transaction. 4. Introduction to accounting basic. This explanation of accounting basic accounting will introduce you to some basic accounting principle, accounting concept, and accounting terminology. 5. Explain the following term in English: asset, liability, owner, equity. Asset is any resource owned by the business. Liabilities is defined as the future activities of economy benefit that the entry is obliged to make to other entities as result of past transaction or other past event. Owner equity is viewed as a residual claim of the business asset. 6. Why do you take accounting at UPB? Because the course is what I want to take and learn. 7. What is balance sheet? A balance sheet is financial statement that refer a company asset, liability, and shareholder equity at specific point in time. 8. Read the article. 8. Read the article. 9. Development of accounting discipline. The history of accounting can be traced back to ancient times. Accounting to some believers the very art of writing organization in order to record accounting information. 10. 10. Going concern concept. Accounting assumes that the business entity will continue to operate for a long time in the future unless there is good evidence to the contrary. 11. Accounting period concept. This concept requires that the life of the business shall be divided into appropriate segment for studying the financial results shown by the entries after each segment. 12. Cost concept. The term asset denotes the resort, land, building, machinery, etc. owned by a business. 13. The matching concept. This concept is based on the accounting period concept. In really, we match revenue and expense during the accounting period. 14. Relation concept. Relation is technically understood as the process of converting non-cash resource and rate into money. 15. Convention of material. Materiality concept states that items of small significance need to be given theoretically correct treatment. 16. Profit. Profit is a financial benefit that is realized when the amount of revenue gained from a business activity exceeds the expense, costs, and tax needed to sustain the activity. Any profit this is generated goes to the business owner, who may or may not decide to spend it on the business. Profit is calculated at total revenue less total expense. 17. Cash flow. Cash flow is the net amount of cash and cash equivalent being transferred into and out of a business. At the most fundamental level, a company's ability to create value for shareholders is determined by its ability to generate positive cash flow, or more specially, maximum long-term free cash flow. 18. Bookkeeper. Bookkeeper is usually employed by a small to mid-sized company to record its business transactions, such as sales, forecast, payroll, collection of accounts receivable, payment of bills, etc. 19. Revenue. Revenue is the total amount of income generated by the sale of goods or services related to the company's primary operation. Revenue is often referred to as the top line because it sits at the top of income statement. The top line refers to a company revenue or gross sales. 20. Shareholder. Shareholder is an individual or institute, include corporation, the legally own more share of stock in public or private corporation. Shareholder may be referred to as member of corporation. Legally, a person is not shareholder in a corporation until their name and other details are entered in the corporation register of shareholder or member. 21. Payroll. Payroll is the sum total of all compensation a business must pay to its employees for a set period of time or ungiven date. It usually managed by the accounting or human resource department of a business. Small business payroll may be handled directly by the owner or an associate. Increasingly, payroll is outsourced to specialist firms that handle finance processing, employee benefit and interest, and accounting tax such as tax withholding. 22. Auditor. Auditor is person authorized to review and verify the acquire a financial record and ensure the company comply with tax law. The protect business from third find of difference in accounting method and on auction work on consultative based helping organization to spot way to boot operational efficiency auditor work in various capacities with different industry. 23. Accounting period. Accounting period is an established range of time during which accounting functions are performed, aggregate, and analysis, including a calendar year or fiscal year. The accounting period is useful in investing because potential shareholders analyze a company performance through its financial statements that are based on a fixed accounting period. 25. Capital market. Capital market is a financial market in which long-term debt over a year or equity-based security are bought and sold. Capital market channel the wealth of the shareholder to those who can put it to long-term productive use, which a company or government making to long-term investment. Financial regulation like the Bank of England and the US offers capital market to protect investors against fraud among other duties. 25. Financial statement. Financial statements are written records that convey the business activities and the financial performance of a company. Financial statements are often audited by government agencies, accountant firms, etc. to the answer acquire and for tax, financing, or investing purpose. Financial statement include balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement. 26. Return on investment. Return on investment is a ratio between net profit and cost investment. A high return on investment, the investment gain compare favorable to its cost. 27. Creative accounting. Creative accounting consists of accounting practices that follow required law and regulation but deviate from what the standard intend to accomplish. Creative accounting capitalizes on lapses in the accounting standard to false portray a better image of the company. Although creative accounting practices are legal, lapses the exploit are often reformed to prevent such behaviors. 28. Appreciation. Appreciation in general terms in an increase in the value of asset over time. The increase can occur for a number of reasons, including increased demand or weakening supply or a result of change in inflation to insert rates. This is the opposite of difference, which is a decrease over time. 29. Value-added tax. A value-added tax is a consumption tax placed on a product whenever value is added at stage of the supply chain, from production to the point of sale. The amount of that the user pays is on the cost of product less any of the cost of material used in the product that have already been taxed. 30. Share. Share are units of ownership interest in a corporation or financial asset that provide for an equal distribution in any profit, if any are declared in the form of dividend. The two main types of share are common share and the preferred share. Physical paper stocks certificates have been released with electronic recording of stock share. Just a mutual fund share are recorded electronically. 31. Chartered Accountant. Chartered Accountant is an international accounting designation granted to accounting professionals in many countries around the world. Aside from the United States, in the United States, the equivalent to the CA designate in certified public accountant. 32. Income tax. Income tax is tax imposed on individual or entities that varies with respective income or profit. Income tax generally is computed as the product of tax rate times taxable income. Taxation rate may vary by type or characteristic of the taxpayer. 33. Double entry. Double entry, a fundamental concept underlying present-day bookkeeping and accounting state that every financial transaction has equal and opposite effect in at least two different accountants. It used to certify the accounting equation. 34. Overhead. Overhead include all ongoing business expense not including or related to direct labor or direct material used in creating a product service. A company must pay overhead on an ongoing basis regardless of how much or how little the company is selling. It is important for budgeting purposes but also for determining how much a company must charge for its product or service to make a profit. 35. Depreciation. 3. You have been asked to sing to song in group and video record your song. Mention the title of your song and explain what the song tells you. Post the link of your song to a group and post them to link. 1. I wake up. That is the activity that we do after waking up in the morning. 2. My heart will go on. 4. Do the video recording in English for accounting. If yes, mention the title of the article and the video you have video records and explain. Insert every article or video you have video record. How many video recording have you done? Why? Yes. 36. 1. Midterm. 2. What is accounting? Accounting is a system meant for measuring business activities, processing of information into reports, and making the findings available to decision market. 3. Why do you take accounting UPB? Because the course is what I want to take and learn. 4. Introduction to Accounting and Business Part 2. 5. Introduction to Accounting 1. 6. What is accounting so important? Because accounting can be used facilitated as an calculating and counting transaction. 7. Explain the accounting cycle. The accounting cycle is a collective process of identifying, analyzing, and recording the accounting event of a company. 8. What is a balance sheet? A balance sheet is a financial statement that refers a company asset, liability, and shareholder equity at specific point in time. 9. What is a general ledger account? A permanent record organized by account number. 10. Financial accounting. Financial accounting is charged with the primary responsibility of external reporting. 12. What is the difference between depreciation expense and calculating depreciation? 12. I wake up. That is the activity that we do after waking up in the morning. 13. My heart will go on. 14. Management accounting. Management accounting, it is tailor-made accounting. It facilitates the management by recording accounting information in such a way that is conducive for policy making and running the day-to-day operation of the business. 15. Introduction to accounting basic. The explain of accounting basic. Accounting will introduce you to some basic accounting principle, accounting concept, and accounting terminology. 16. Chapter 3. Describe the relationship between property and financial claim. Explain the meaning of the term equity as it used in accounting. List and define each part of the accounting equation. Learn how business use account. 17. Chapter 7. Explain the purpose of the general ledger. Describe the step in posting process. Post the general journal entries. Prepare a trial balance. Locate and correct trial balance error. Record correcting entries in the general journal. 18. Information system. In an academic study of a system with a specific revenue to information. 19. Utility of accounting. The preceding section he just broke out the information of important. 20. Cost accounting. One important variant of management accounting is the cost analysis. Cost accounting makes elaborate cost record regarding various product operation and function. Summary. Accounting can be 21. Summary. Accounting can be understood at the level of financial decision. It's an ongoing process of performance, measuring, and reporting the result to decision maker. 22. Keyword. 23. Kind of accounting principle. 25. Money measurement concept. 25. Balancing of account. 26. Individual on transaction. 27. Journal. 28. Accrual concept. 29. Trial balance. 30. Types of accounting. 31. Cash book. 32. Posting. 33. Purpose book. 34. Separate business entity concept. 35. Dual asset concept. 36. Final exam. 5. Mention and explain the material you have studied from your lecture and what benefit have you got from the material you have studied. Chapter 3. Business transaction and the accounting question. Chapter 7. Posting journal entries to general ledger account. Introduction to accounting. The benefit we can find out the introduction of the term of accounting transaction in accounting. Well, now I answer the question on part B. Question on part B. The question deals with the accounting theory. 1. Open this link and you give the reason when you answer the question you meet in this link. 1. The basic accounting equity is asset equals liability plus owner equity. 2. The owner invests personal cash in the business. Asset decrease liability, no effect. Owner equity increase. 3. The owner withdraw cash from the business for personal use. Asset decrease liability, no effect. Owner equity increase. 4. The company receives cash from a bank loan. Asset increase, liability increase, owner equity increase. 5. The company repay the bank that had lent money to the company. Asset decrease, liability decrease, owner equity decrease. 6. The company purchase equipment with it cash. Asset increase. Liability, no effect, owner equity decrease. 7. The owner contributes his personal trust, the business asset increase. Liability, no effect, owner equity decrease. 8. The company purchases a significant amount of surplus on credit. Asset increase, liability increase, owner equity decrease. 9. The company purchases land by paying half in cash and signing a note payable for the other half. Asset increase, liability increase, owner equity decrease. 10. In May, company X record the transaction by a debit account receivable for 5,000 and credit to service revenue 5,000. What is the effect of this entry upon the accounting equation for company X? Asset increase, liability no effect, owner equity increase. 11. In June, company X the 5,000. What is the effect of the accounting equation and which accounting are effect at company? Asset increase, liability no effect, owner equity increase. 12. What is the effect of client X accounting equation in May when client record the transaction as debit, console expense for 5,000 and credit account payable for 5,000? Asset decrease, liability increase, owner equity decrease. 13. What is the effect client accounting equation in June when client Q remits the 5,000 also which account with improved asset decrease, liability no effect, owner equity decrease. 14. Which of the following will cause owner equity to increase? Revenue. 15. Which of the following which cause owner equity to decrease? Net loss. 16. The accounting equation shall remain in the balance because every transaction affects how many accounts? 2 or more. 17. Are corporation net income able to record the following shareholder equity account? Income statement. 18. A corporation quarterly. 19. The financial statement with a structure that similar to the accounting equation is the balance sheet. 20. The financial statement that refers the portion of change in owner equity resulting from revenue and expense during a specific time interval is the statement of owner equity. 2. Business transaction following its least common transaction. A. Received cash of common stock and increase asset and increase owner equity because we receive money, the asset and owner equity increase. B. Versus supply for cash, increase asset and decrease is owner equity because buying equipment, the asset increase and owner equity decrease. C. Put equipment on account in increase in asset decrease owner equity because the purpose of equipment can cause the asset increase and the capital decrease. D. Billed customer for service on account decrease in asset and decided in the ability recorded to spending money account customer. E. Paid creditor on account and decrease in asset and liability because it payment transaction. F. Received cash from customer billed on accounting and increase asset and owner equity because he received money from customer his asset owner equity. Z. Paid rent for the month. A decrease in asset in decrease in owner equity because owner equity in asset are required to pay rent. Each of the transaction will affect the accounting equation in one of the following ways. 1. An increase in asset and increase in liability. 2. An increase in asset and increase in owner equity. 3. Problem. Debit and credit following is common accounting transaction. Issuing of common stock, shareholder purchase. B. Payment upfront of the current month debit, then expense, credit and bank. C. Purpose of supply on account. Credit merchandise investor, credit account payable. D. Payment to creditor accounting, debit account payable, credit cash in bank. The question or part C. The question deal with the accounting article and video. 1. Please read the accounting book that has been given by your lecturer. Mention the title of the books and have written the book. How many pages do the book have? How many chapters do the book have? And what does each chapter tell you? Answer. Accounting chapter 3. Business transaction and the account equation. It is 27 page. The book have 7 chapters, namely the chapter the first in any time of property has financial claim against its account or expenditure, second property and financial claim in accounting for business transaction or transaction and the account equipment. Accounting chapter 7. 2. You can get the article on the group and you must explain the content of the article on your own English word. 3. Open this link and what this video tell you. 1. Accounting basic. 2. Let's do accounting. 3. The video is tell about business between John and Peter. John began business with 10,000 purchase book in 5,005. Supply is the first customer purchase book and paid in cash. Someday Supri come in sick about money, but John forgotten about it, not recorded any transaction. 4. Real personal, nominal, account, and golden rules of accounting. 5. The speaker is Neha S. 6. She is talking about the business transaction. You need how to understand with classification of accounts. So account we classify in personal accounting and in personal account. In impersonal account we classify in real account and nominal account, personal account. These are the accounts which are related to person, infraction and complaint rules. Personal account is the receipt and the given the receipt debit and give credit. 1. What are the title of the video above? Who are the speaker in the video above? What do speaker discuss in the video above? Explain in the context of the video. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.